Ho ho ho, Xena. Happy Yule. Happy Yule to you. Well, it's good to see you again, Xena. Well, it's good to see you too. And I understand that we got a new holy fellow Nicholas. Yes, we do. Ah, Mick Foley. Great to hear that, Mick Foley. I knew there was any man that was going to be good enough to take over for Scott Calvin, it would be you. Oh, yes. Anyway, Xena, have you been good? I seek to be good. You know, all you can do is seek to be good. You can't be flawless, and you can't be sinless, but you can seek to be good. Oh, that's right. And we do know that Yule, we know that Jesus is the true meaning of Yule. That's right, Xena. So God so loved the world, he gave us his only Son. For who died for us, who took on our sins and cleaned our sins away, so we could once again be as clean as we were in the beginning, so we could have our stead in heaven. We always had love, we always had forgiveness from God, but our sins made us dirty so we could never get to heaven. But through Jesus, through God, through Jesus' death and his blood, we now have that stead in heaven now. Not only for those who believe, but for those who do not believe too. Yes. And you know, a lot of folks over the years scathe you and they shame you and guilt you and slight you and say, oh, well, how did you take you away from you? Why do you got all of these films and shows and plays and songs written about you? And what about Jesus? Well, Jesus has many films and shows and plays and books and songs written about him too, so I guess so. But I didn't take you away from Jesus. You see, the folks from other worships out there who felt that since they didn't believe in Jesus, or their worship wasn't the same, or their thoughts or beliefs weren't the same, they didn't want to see Jesus around, because it would either make them sad, make them irked, or make them angry that their worship, their thought, their belief wasn't being onlooked. So the Christendom folk had to keep Jesus to themselves. That's why every time you went to some shop, you could see me, take a likeness with me, sit in my middle if you chose to, tell me what you wanted for Yule. But you couldn't do that with Jesus. You just can't do that. And I've been working hard, Xena, to get that done, and it still is not happening. It's like for the Thanksgiving Day walk or the Yule Day walk, it's like I wish I could have Jesus right beside me, but I can't. Because out of everyone else's worship, you can't do that. Well, Santa, you do know that Yule is the holiday that everyone that gets all the boosterings and showings on the Farseer, on the Reckoner, you know, on the interweb, whatever. So at the end of the day, Yule must be the one everybody talks about. Yeah. I mean, the Jewish folk have the Gathering of Lights, the Blackish folk who, you know, are really into followership. They got the Gathering of Followership for them. But at the end of the day, yeah, Yule's like the big one. The one that all the boosterings and showings are for, you know. And a lot of folks seem to think that Yule is no longer what it once was. But I'm here to tell you, Xena, Yule is still on looking the birth of Jesus. You can't have Yule without Jesus, right? Right. It's good to see you again, holy fellow Nicholas. Or Father Yule, or whatever you want to call yourself. Good to see you too. And good that you are carrying on the gift giving that was started by God when he gave Jesus to us as a gift, by those kings or wise men who gave gifts to Jesus when he was born. Fuck, don't fall over. Yeah, it's true. Alright. Hi, Santa Claus. Hi. Hi, Gabrielle. Have you been good this year? I seek to be good. I can't be flawless, I can't be sinless, but I can be good. Well, you like to play stunts and larks on your mother, and I don't think that's good. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, you see? So, well, am I on the good list or the bad list? You're on the good list. But you gotta stop those stunt and larks. You know what I want for you? What do you want? Two things. Well, many things. Real rest, which God and Jesus can do if folks are open-minded to listen. Two, I want the lamb toy I had when I was younger that my mother gave to and bought for me as a YULE gift years ago. And I want Jesus. Well, Gabrielle, we can do the first two. Getting Jesus as a gift, getting lamb as a gift. But as world rest goes, yeah, you gotta put that in God and Jesus' hands. And you gotta hope that folks are open-minded to listen to God and Jesus. And not let Lucifer make any wars or anything bad happen. But that is when it comes to free will, you know. You know, the first time I ever did Holy Fellow Nicholas is we went to this one, I don't know, I guess you'd call it a kingdom, I guess, or whatever. And we had to help this king help him see that YULE was not a bad thing, but a good thing. My mother was playing, you know, the free keepers of life, and, you know, life and death. And we had Santa Claus, who was playing Holy Fellow Nicholas. Oh, the YULE carol, the YULE speak. You're the only YULE saga of Xena, and she got the only YULE following of Xena or saga was ever made. Well, Hercules got one too, Gabrielle said, when they had to go meet Jesus when he was being born, and Lois got to be one of those lucky folks chosen to see Jesus. And at the end, me and my mother met with Mary and Joseph and Jesus when he was already born, and I gave him the donkey. You gave him the donkey, Tobias. Yes, you did. Well, it's good to see you, Holy Fellow Nicholas. Good to see you, Father YULE. Good luck. God bless you, and keep doing God and Jesus' work. I will. Shit. Anyway, Xena said, whatever your worship belief is, we want to wish you all a happy YULE for us Christendom folk, a happy gathering of lights for you Jewish folk, and a happy gathering of followership for you other folk out there. But for other holidays or holy days that are going on or will go on, thank you for that. And let you one thing to know, Gabrielle says. Jesus, the Son of God, will be in our next film with us again. And if you like what you're watching, follow us over here at Xena Pappas. The handle is Xena Pappas. Yeah, it is. Watch the other film over here that I made when I was bitching about Unjun Kim. You know, I'm Xena, Fighter Queenling, or Gabrielle the Fighting Rider, and we'll see you later. Bye. Oh yeah, Gabrielle, you leave and let me end my film. Ah, bloody hell.